Steph, does this Portland game have even extra than usual, just with the whole spectacle of the banner going up and all that? Does that add an element to it?
That's everybody else creating that. I don't even know if we need that extra pressure because it's a rivalry, you know. We're finding ourselves in a good position comparatively speaking to them in the table, so I don't think it really needs any more fuel. And our front office decided to dump a little more fuel on top of it, so appreciate that, guys. But no, I mean, regardless, I think they would have come out and you know, it's for some weird reason in the last few years the rivalry is flopped in that they've been able to find joy up here, and we've been able to get results down there, which historically speaking has been very, very difficult. So we want to change that tomorrow for sure.
You know, what do you make of that strange home road? It's almost been a home field disadvantage over the last 4 or 5 years. Is there any common thread that you're finding there? Is it just, I mean, it is really a bizarre sort of run of games.
I have no answer for you. I wish I did. I would be sharing it with everybody, and we probably wouldn't have this dilemma right now. But it is strange indeed, because I remember going down to Portland and celebrating a draw like it was one of the biggest wins of the year, you know. And in the last few years we've been able to get good wins down there, and so have they up here. So I don't have any answer, but the only thing I know is that these are always high stakes games. Everybody's up for it. Tensions are high. It's a true rivalry. So they're awesome games. You'd rather win at home. So.
Stefan, in rivalry games, just how important is it once the whistle blows to just concentrate on the game itself as opposed to all the other stuff we're talking about? Just in what game plan you guys have?
I would flip that. I would say it's very important to kind of tune that out before the game, because during the game you are going to tune that out regardless. You know, I think when the referee blows the whistle, for the most part, okay, I can only speak from my own experience, but things get tuned out anyways. You're focused on the ball. You're trying to organize. You're playing football. So, but it's really, I think, the preparation phase. Can you tune it out during that? Can you make sure that you're going over set pieces with your due diligence? You're over what makes the opponent tick. What is their weakness? All those things. Focus on yourselves. Make sure you have good training sessions. And not let those distractions kind of pull you away from all those important things.
And is that what makes such
it's the circus? It's the circus.
The circus in the
That's
game.
what you guys enjoy, right?
Yeah.
As a player, I think you try to avoid the circus. I know there's few guys who thrive in that environment, but I think those are the anomalies. For the most part, athletes prefer structure, prefer routines, and so when you have a lot of circus around you, that's trying to throw you out of those routines, right? And so that's what I'm saying. It's more important before the game to kind of be able to blur that out, not really pay attention to it, and make sure that you're focused and ready to go for the game.
Steph, you've seen Kellen Rowe play right back, left back, wing back, center, defensive mid. Like, how important has his versatility been for this team?
Very important, because we've had to utilize him in all these positions in important games, and he's able to slot in because he's a lot of experience and good skills, so he knows what's expected. I think I always, I look back at when I started out my career as a goalkeeper as a little kid. I used to play as a striker too. And it was sometimes very handy to know what's going through the mind of a striker, so you can kind of counteract that and maybe prepare for it. And so in his mind, I think he's played so many positions now, and it's really helping him be very versatile and come through in all these different places that we're employing him. So very good for us, obviously.
For the team, like, what does that do to kind of see that, Kellen's willing to play anywhere?
I appreciate it as a senior player, but what I would love for it to have an impact on is the young guys. This is a local guy who's coming back, who's been in the league for a long time, and could have a chip on his shoulder, but is just wanting to play back home for his team, regardless of where the coach puts him in. Is excited to step on the field and willing to do whatever it takes, and I want the young guys to take a slice off of that and put it in their own game.
What did you make of Cleveland's performance on last week?
Great. Texted our keepers union after the game. Great result and great shutout. I think he did really well. I was very happy to see some of the things come through that we've been working on collectively as a group. The nitty-gritty details that would probably bore you guys to death, but it's really nice to see when they come through on the weekend, and they amount to saves and they amount to shutouts, and fully deserve it. I was very happy to see him perform like that.
He deserved a third assist on the first goal there, where he put it to Jimmy and Jimmy put it to Leo.
Yeah, I'd give it to him. No, I mean, how far back are we counting now? Is it third assist? Is that a thing now?
No, I don't think so.
I think we should. If it's a goalkeeper, it should be.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was. So in the group text, you guys go the goalkeeper's group text. Is that just the players, or does that include Tommy?
No, of course that includes Tommy. He's the leader of our union, so of course it includes him. And that's what I mean. I think for us, the results are the fruits of our labor, but really what we focus on is our hard work. When we focus on certain small details during the week, when those make a difference in a small instance, then that is huge. That's what you want to see, because honestly, we spend hours on end discussing an inch, and when it comes through and comes to fruition and turns into a save, it's huge. It's a really rewarding feeling for everybody involved. It must be for Tommy, because he's the one obviously preaching it and harping on it and staying vigilant and giving us a clear path moving forward. But also for us, willing to follow that path and putting in the hard work. So and then we live and die together. And so when someone does well, whoever's playing on the weekend, we share in that joy.